Hey, stunning people. My name is Beane, and welcome to the Salt Lick Sessions. Today's artist is from Orlando, Florida, but she's carving out space for herself here in Los Angeles. I can't wait for you to hear her. This is Gatlin.
Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate in my bag. So we bought a pack of cigarettes and Mrs. Wagner pies and walked off to look for America. Kathy, I said as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh, Michigan seems like a dream to me now. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. I've come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the cavity suit was a spy. I said, be careful, this bow tie is really a camera. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. We smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine. And the moon rose over an open field. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. I'm empty and aching and I don't know why. Counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all gone to look for America. All gone to look for America. Oh, God, to look for America.
Hi, Gatlin.
Hi, Beane.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, it's my pleasure. It's our pleasure.
I like your patch.
You like the patch?
I like the patch.
I sewed this on myself.
I'm so proud of you.
Are you a crafty person?
No.
Not at all.
I wish I was.
Yeah.
My hands don't. I stab myself with needles and whatnot. And
Right.
Clums.
Just cute and clums. You're crafty with your music?
Yes. That's because I feel like I practice that a lot and I put all my eggs in that basket.
Okay. That's
Put
good.
all the eggs in that
Yeah,
basket.
we're not sewing, we're just writing.
We're not drawing. I wish I could. I think I like to do photography
Okay.
as my like little outlet.
That could be like, that's crafty. Artsy.
It's a hobby that's creative, but it's not crafty.
Okay. That's fair. How old were you when you wrote your first song?
I wrote Shooting Star when I was 7.
7?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Did you play and write?
No.
No? Just,
I was
just saying.
in the bath And I was like, shooting star.
Do you remember how it goes?
Oh, yes.
Oh, can I hear it?
No.
Come on, give me the deep cut.
No, I can't.
Man.
It's so funny. It's for my mom and I to make fun of
It's unreleased?
me. Oh, yeah.
When did you write, well, for now, when did you write your first song that you've released?
Well, I had an EP that I released in high school. Swiftly took that down once I entered college. So that, I think I was 15. It was after my first boyfriend broke my heart. And then of the songs that are out in the world now that you can actually find, I think I was 19. I think that's when I really learned how to write songs.
So you've been honing your pen for really quite some time.
Yes, and it was very, very bad. Very, very bad. And then slowly, I was like getting the hang of it a little bit.
Well, it's called a craft for a reason.
Yes.
Because you got to work on that muscle.
Yes.
And writing is a muscle you got to flex.
Yes.
And the fact that you've been flexing it since you were 7, like speaks to the fact that the music you write now is so powerful. Really?
Thank you.
Yeah. Who are your inspirations?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I love old music. I love the 70s and the 80s. Stevie Nicks is my everything. I feel like every time this question's brought up, I'm like, Stevie! But I love Queen. I love Mamas and the Papas and Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell. Like folk music, I feel like is a big part of what shaped me and what I like. And these days, I'm just like, you know, it's basic, but Taylor Swift, Harry Styles.
If it works, it works.
The 1975. I'm like, I just love them. So
Haim is everything.
Haim is everything.
Big fan of Haim.
They're so awesome.
Yeah,
they're such powerful women.
The song you chose to cover was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Why did you choose that one?
I feel like it's been on repeat a lot right now. And it like makes me sob my eyes out when I'm alone. And even like when I was playing it, I was like, okay, keep it together, bitch. But I think it just like really how I feel about the world right now. It just like perfectly encapsulates it. And it was a song that was put out so many decades ago. And it's just like, oh, we're still here.
Right.
Like, you know, so I think, yeah, it's just been on repeat a lot right now. And I just love Simon and Garfunkel with my whole being.
Totally.
So,
totally.
Yeah.
And Gatlin, what would you say is one of the bigger challenges that you face right now in your career?
I mean, I'm a woman. Period.
Mike smash on the ground.
And I think that that's definitely a thing most rooms I walk into, industry and even like, you know, collaboration with writers and producers like are mostly men. And I feel like lots of times I have to fight to get my opinion heard. And it's definitely, I feel like a lot easier for me because I am an artist. I feel like writers and women producers have it a lot harder. But I feel like to be taken seriously and be taken seriously as a musician too, like I can play the guitar. I know what I'm talking about. I know what sounds I like. I want to be a part of like the production. I feel like it's a constant like fight to let that happen. Even though it's like my music and my sound I'm creating, I'm still like, have to get it there.
Right.
So yeah.
Do you ever write about that?
Yes.
Yeah?
I do.
How so?
I do. I mean, I haven't put it out yet. I feel like a lot of those songs are songs that I write for myself. And I'm like working towards. I feel like I realized something recently. I am still working on vulnerability. I feel like for me, it's very easy to like, not easy, but it's easier for me to release songs that are just about relationships or like stupid boys or, you know, I think like the deeper stuff I write, I think it's just like not quite comfortable yet, but I'm getting there. So I'm just like working on that, like being able to share that.
Comfortable in the creation or in the sharing of it?
In the sharing of it. Yeah. And I think there's a lot less creation of it anyways, because it's a lot harder to like look at and sit with for like several hours while I'm making.
Totally.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult.
Is the sharing part of it the difficulty there? Is it from like discomfort in the subject of it, or is it just worry about how it's going to be received?
Worry.
Mm.
I think, yeah, I worry a lot. I worry a lot about what people think. I heard someone said to me, I think it's like a quote or something, like, you should make art with like the idea that your grandma, your parents, like your grandparents, your parents, and like the church, like, wasn't gonna listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I still make art with the idea of like, my grandparents are going to listen to this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I left the church, but like all of the people I grew up with are gonna be like listening to this. So I feel like there's still like a level of like me working through a lot of that.
That resonates deeply with me. I am a victim of the Catholic guilt. And I have oftentimes had to reconcile that in my own artistry in a very similar way to what you've done.
Yes.
And what's interesting is sometimes I think about, like, my grandmother tells me about how when she was around my age and Elvis was big, she would play Elvis and it would be so debaucherous.
Yeah.
And her parents would just be up in arms about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think about the way she receives my art sometimes. And it's kind of with this similar, like, up in arms, how could this be a thing, you know? When the link isn't drawn, that it's the same energy, you know? I'm like the Elvis of her generation.
Yeah.
Well, wait, that was real bold for me to say. But like, that was really a lot. Like, hello, I'm the Elvis.
I'm following.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? And then, like, it's kind of fascinating, that whole dynamic. And I mean, I just think as long as you continue to be fearlessly you and grow and evolve into that vulnerability, it's like the sky's the limit.
I'm really getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really getting there. I think moving to LA was a big deal.
Totally. When did you move here?
I moved here about a year ago. So I'm still a freshy baby.
Yeah.
And I was touring most of like the beginning of last year. So it's really only felt like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Like of me really being like, oh, there's this restaurant by my house. Oh,
Right.
there's the gas station.
Right,
You know?
right. Yeah,
So,
totally.
Yeah. So it still feels new, but it's been really good.
Well, I think LA is a great place to continue to, like, sharpen in and hone in on that vulnerability. I think people here are very receptive to it. Here and out in the world, you know?
Yeah, I think so too. I think like doing it with confidence is key. Like if you're sure of yourself in like, this is hard, but I'm doing it. Here I am. I'm showing up. I feel like that's all that matters. And if it's, I don't know,
Totally.
typically well received, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. What do we have to look forward to from you?
I have an EP coming out.
Yay.
Still working on dates, but I've just been, I'm so excited about these songs. Like I just am so proud of them. And gonna be touring some this year. And yeah, I mean, those are my favorite things. So.
Is the song you're doing today from that EP?
It is not. It's just a standalone song that I put out a few weeks ago. But,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited that you're sharing with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Gatlin. I'm gonna give you a high five.
Love it.
That was a great high five.
It was beautiful. Yeah. I think were we looking at each other's elbows?
Oh my God. Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, I thought it would eat like a pile of bricks. You would miss me in a second, but you moved on so quick. She'll never know how to make you laugh when you cry. That's the story I like, but God knows it don't make a difference. Ooh, how I flip it, ooh, how I'm spinning it. It's still not me that you're kissing, ooh, in the kitchen, ooh, getting into it. Losing your religion in our eyes. I'm in hell while you've been finding out what heaven's like. Damn, it's still not me that you're kissing, me that you're holding tonight. Guess it's all said and done, water under the bridge. If I had held you tighter, would you end it like this? There's nobody else out there for you in my mind. But even if I was right, well, God knows it don't make a difference. Ooh, how I flip it, ooh, how I'm spinning it. It's still not me that you're kissing, ooh, in the kitchen, ooh, getting into it. Losing your religion in our eyes. I'm in hell where you've been finding out what heaven's like. Damn, it's still not me that you're kissing, me that you're holding tonight. Yeah. They say you know when you know, well, I thought that I did. It's a gift and a curse knowing that you exist.
Hey stunning people, it's Beane. Make sure to check out the Salt Lick Sessions YouTube channel and subscribe.